leverage polarizing content, it's
right.
becoming more and more common. And you see the effects and your results is you get, advocates for your brand, for your company, and they're the best marketing that you could have. So, that's huge. So talk to me a little bit about, so like I kind of hit on the AI there for a second, obviously, talking about now content being more generic, and then something with Neil Patel and his blog and his content. And so like, what did you see there?
It started with actually a conversation, and I'm glad you brought this up, where people are reaching out like, hey, my brand, what is this that's happening? Because I'm seeing a total shift. We were doing so well, and I had this person hired specifically for SEO, specifically to be found for specific words and keyword search. And I'm like, yeah, so awesome. What happened? And they're saying, hey, the reach is just totally shifted. Are you getting that? Are you having that experience? And I told them, well, that's a long shot. Like, you're always thinking, we always think of SEO as the long shot. Then I just so happened that same day, I go listen to the podcast and I jump on Neil Patel, cause he's one of the kings of SEO, right? And I'm like, what is he saying? Is there something relevant to that? And he just so happened to hit that topic and said his own team, they're working on big projects, but they do nonstop articles. They've got people, not just, the chatbot, they're leaning on that. They're using it for inspiration. They're using it to set things up. They're not neglecting AI, but they're also going, hey, I want real people writing this at the end of the day. They realize that there's an experience that people want to have. And that changes the game. And when he says SEO is also going bigger for Google search and search engines as a whole, the only way you're going to grow and increase if you actually throw your personalized touch to it. Your experience, the people want to hear about what you've done, you've gone through, because people can't go through that same thing. That's your story, right? And then they said story, and it clicked. I was like, there it is. But the people who are putting in time, effort, energy, even their own company, he said, as writers, spending a lot of money on articles and blogs, it went to zero. This whole shift with Google just dropped it to zero. So he's like, well, we're going to have to rethink things and actually show up, which he pointed to being a brand. What does that look like, right? The brand. He said, I've been looking into this heavily to see, like, wow, how can we shift this? They're going to still use AI. They're still going to use chatbot, other means of learning from the advancement of like analytics and other things. But they're like, how can we still really stand out? And that's what came back was, he says, we got to be a brand. We got to be that brand and show up strong and unique, still having that unique identity, right? Back to the whole fingerprint thing, to be able to make a difference and make an impact, not just get out there, get your numbers up, keep views, get traffic, that's all good and fine. But he's like, but people are done with the whole, there's no more, if anything, he said the bigger the area that's gray, just got larger, right? Everybody falls into the gray. If they start using the tools more, they start doing the automated like articles and this, that, and the other, everybody falls in that gray zone, and then you disappear, right? You're into the melting pot instead of actually going and rising above everyone. So it's cool to see, cool to hear from someone like that. I think that we can take note, right? And put that and implement to what we're doing, actively doing to become that brand. So.
Yeah.